thanks for taking the time to talk to me, Sol. So first question, sort of what does Black History Month mean to you on a personal level?
I think for me, first and foremost, I have to say, I think Black History, you have to be Black History, no Black History months. If I'm honest, I think we should celebrate it through the year and not take 1 month to celebrate it. But I do think it's important to talk about it because, everyone's got history. So I think it's important our history is related as well to people and talked about so people can understand why we in this country and why you got Black people all around the world. And I think it's important to do that through the history for people to understand it.
Definitely. Just want to sort of touch on your career, obviously coming through the academy at PSG, playing in Scotland, Turkey, Italy, and then in the EFL with the likes of Leicester, Leeds, Cardiff, and now Middlesbrough. Could you just touch on some of your sort of highlights of your career?
Oh, that's a tough one, that. You know what? First and foremost, I like to say I've had no regret. What's important in anything you do is give everything you got and have no regret. So, I was fortunate enough to play in all those countries for all those different teams. And I learned a lot, through all those years with different managers, So I enjoy it everywhere, really. I moved to Scotland, first time playing abroad, learn the language. And that's when I made my professional career start, really, because at Paris Saint-Germain I didn't play many games. So, I had 4 great years there, came down to England. Leicester was a fantastic club looking after me. I spent like just under 2 years there. I went to Turkey just to have different experience, took the family, learned the language and that, enjoyed the football there. And went to Italy, same, different culture, different game. Serie A is, for a defender, I think it's important to play in Serie A. You learn a lot as a defender. And come back in England, Leeds, great club, great history. I was proud to be a captain there as well, as they looked after me. Very, very good club. I'm probably one of the number one fan now, watching them and all that all the time. And went down to Cardiff and managed to play in the Premier League. That was my dream as well. So very, very happy with this. And now I'm playing for Middlesbrough, and very, very good club, great history, and they've been looking after me so far. So, absolutely no regret.
Yeah. You mentioned there the promotion with Cardiff from the Championship into the Premier League. Does that rank as sort of one of your greatest achievements, would you say?
Yeah, you have to be, if I'm honest, because, growing up watching the Premier League, like back in '92, with Cantona and all those French lads at Arsenal, it was I was watching it with my dad, and I always dreamed to play one day in there. So, you have to be up there, but I have to say as well, playing a couple of World Cup and represent the country as well, I have to be up there as well. So it's a toss between the two, but I have to say the playing in the Premier League maybe just age it.
Yeah. But is that something you're very much hoping to sort of re-achieve with Middlesbrough this season, would you say?
Yeah, I hope so. We got a good team, start picking up a couple of results now. But the Championship is so unpredictable and so difficult. So, we're not going to get carried away, but hopefully we can be there and thereabout. And a big club like Middlesbrough should be in the Premier League, So hopefully we can put it where it belongs.
And obviously under Neil as well, who you achieved that promotion with as well. It'd be a great story to sort of do that together again.
Yeah, we love it. Absolutely love it. We talk about this sometimes, do it one more time before we both retire, maybe. It'd be very, very nice. But there's a long way to go. That's the aim at the end. We want to be in the club in the Premier League if we can. But it's a long way to go. So we'll see what happens.
And then just sort of lastly, I suppose, I know you spoke about it, but unfortunately sort of football was put on the back burner as such with your cancer diagnosis. Did you think you'd be back playing at the level that you are now?
I always said I wanted I wanted to come back and I wanted to do one more season. Excuse me. You know, at this level, on the back of my mind, I always had a hope, and I work hard to make sure that was the case. But I have to say, I'm fortunate because, you know, if, for example, if it wasn't for the gaffer, I wouldn't be here, you know, because I asked him to do me a favor to come and train, and he let me do that. And obviously I've done enough for him to think I can do a job at this level. So, you know, it's I always thought I'll be back playing at this level. No, quite, but I'm happy it worked out at the end.
Yeah, and that I think the first start was against Coventry. That must have been quite an emotional experience for you.
Yeah, very emotional. You know, it wasn't planned because unfortunately Paddy got injured during the warm up. It wasn't the result we wanted as well, but at a personal level, it was very, very important for me. You know, that first 90 minutes, after everything I went through, it was massive for me and my family, and I was happy I managed to do that.
Brilliant. Just lastly, I suppose, like coming off the back of another win and a goal last night that you're claiming. What are your sort of aspirations for the rest of the season?
We want to be top six minimum. You know, we got great group of player, great squad. You know, top manager. You know the league inside out. You know, so it's up to us now to give everything we got to make sure we're there and thereabout. You know, but I think we should be in around the playoff. You know, if we know, we'd be very disappointed. But like I said before, it's a long season. We're not going to get carried away. But you know, we know where we go in the dressing room, and what we want is minimum being in the top six position, hopefully.